Villarreal will be pursuing Champions League football again this season, and got off on the right track against a Real Oviedo side motivated to prove they belong in the top flight again after 24 years away. However, a series of mistakes cost Oviedo dearly at La Ceramica, almost settling the game inside a 15-minute spell. The Yellow Submarine were the better side in the opening stages, with Yeremy Pino causing issues with his movement, and Nicolas Pepe proving a handful for Raheem on the opposite side. Yet Oviedo were carrying a threat through Hassam Hassan and Ilias Chira out wide, and when a poor Juan Foyth header back to Luis Jr. only found Alberto Reina, he was clattered by the Brazilian goalkeeper inside 15 minutes. That was the first turning point against Oviedo though, as experienced forward Salomon Rondon stepped up on his debut, to see a poor penalty saved by Jr. Just 10 minutes later, as Villarreal forced two brilliant saves from Aaron Escandal, Pepe cut inside on the flank and was brought down by Reina. A somewhat soft-looking second yellow ensued, and in a flash, the game was gone. 2 set pieces later, a flick on at the near post found Etta Eyong, who headed home nicely into the corner for the opener. Just 6 minutes later, Gueye sent a pass soaring out to Pepe on the flank again from the left side to the right. Crossing the pitch, by the time Pepe had cut and laid it off. Gueye was on hand to fire low into the corner for the second. There was little of note to comment on in the second half, as both sides found themselves in a holding pattern, with Villarreal creating the odd chance, often to be equaled by Escandal. Alberto Molero made his Villarreal debut, looking neat and at home in yellow again. With 8 minutes to go, the odd whistle met former Arsenal player Thomas Partey, La Liga's most controversial signing of the summer. However, it was applause that rang out at La Ceramica 4 minutes later, when Santi Cazorla, former Villarreal hero, made his La Liga debut for boyhood club Real Oviedo at the age of 40. A bittersweet occasion for Cazorla. Oviedo were imperfect but competitive until the sending off of Reina. Villarreal will feel it was a promising opening stanza to their season, with opportunities coming easily, and new additions looking settled.